Hello, this is live. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Megha. I'm talking from Ireland. It's 2 o'clock in Ireland, and it's a very special day in here. It's St. Patrick's Day. So, before I start the session, I wish you all the luck of St. Patrick's Day today. I was actually desperately looking to find a green costume for the day, but I had to borrow my husband's old t shirt just to keep up the vibe of the day. So let me introduce myself to you. I am Megha. I am a nurse working in Ireland for the past 6 years. I'm basically from India, south of India, and I live in Ireland with my husband and my baby. I work as a nurse on a part time basis, and I am also a full time digital business owner. So, thank you, whoever is watching this live and whoever is going to watch this as a replay. And this is a small business talk over a weekend with my business colleagues, whom I'll be introducing soon. I have with me the very power couple of our team, Sharon and Rishad from USA, and I also have the very bubbly Ritu Abraham from Dubai. Let me take over. Let me give this chance to Sharon Chechi and Rishad Bro. May you introduce yourself?
Hi, as Megha already introduced, we are Sharon and Rishad. We are the face of our page, Sharon and Rishad itself. And thank you so much, Megha, for introducing and for the lovely introduction. And happy St. Patrick's Day to all who is watching. You should have reminded us. Actually, we could have get a t-shirt or a green costume, right?
Yeah,
It's totally different.
yeah, we should have done that.
Yeah, we both are originally from Kerala, India. We have been in Ireland for the last 14 years. Now we are moved to Pennsylvania, USA, and over to my lovely husband.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day. It brings a lot of memories. It's the I would say when we think about St. Patrick's Day, when our first kid was born in this month, so people used to say, okay, that's the St. Patrick's. That's a St. Patrick's
Gift.
gift. The second one as well in the same month. And other thing is that we bought our first house near to St. Patrick's Day. So St. Patrick's Day brings lots of memories, and always Ireland is a special place for us. It has given us a lot of blessings and
Yeah.
things. Yeah. So happy St. Patrick's Day for everyone.
Thank you, Sharon Chechi and Rishad. And we would like to know more about you, Ritu.
Hi, Hi, everybody. My name is Ritu. I am basically from Kerala, India, and I live with my husband and little one in Dubai. I'm basically a structural engineer, but currently a full-time digital business owner. And as Megha said, I'd like to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. I was thinking about wearing green, but then I sort of in the hustle of just hustling around trying to pack and move to a new place, it's difficult to find anything to wear, in fact. So thank you, Megha.
Yeah. We all have the spirit in our hearts, and that's
Yeah,
what's more
that's
important,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. So, over to going to this topic, I just came across this topic because I've been in this business for quite a little time, and whenever I talk about an online business or a business opportunity to someone, the first question that I usually get is, okay, how much money do I invest and how much money do I make from it? So this sudden thought comes to my mind, like, is business all about money? Is Previously, as I've mentioned, I used to work as a nurse, so I never imagined myself, being a business person, being an entrepreneur, because I had a skeptical feeling that it's for people who deal with accounts, who has knowledge, who's actually very good in maths, who's very good in dealing with money, who has a lot of ideas, startup ideas. So I never thought it's something for me. So my first I would like to know more opinions from my business colleagues who are more expertise in this field. So I would like to ask you, Sharon Techi, you have been in this business for quite some time, and I know you are doing amazingly your roles of being a homemaker, a mom, a nurse, a business mentor, a coach, and it's like you should be like fully packed with so many things in your life. So what keeps you motivated to continue and keep yourself going in this business above more than the financial aspects?
Absolutely. Mega, I imagine, like, as you said, I never wanted to be an entrepreneur or anything like that. So I just wanted to earn some extra money. That was only thinking when I came. The reason that I came into this business was not just money. It was just, I needed to come down on my nursing hours so that, we have bills to pay anyway. So I cannot say that, okay, I'm not going to go for work for 2 days from tomorrow, and who is going to pay the bill? So I needed to have some supplemental income. That is the reason. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting maybe like 500 to $1,000 euros a month, right? So that is the whole reason that I came into this business, to spend more time with my kids, because my girls are growing. They are 10 and 16 years now. So they grow up so fast along with us. Like, we might have been really busy, and I was really missing the time with them. So that is the reason I was looking for something different. So, as you asked, to answer your question, I know, as you said, I'm very busy, and that is one reason, one thing that I actually like about this business, because on your spare time, on your spare day, like, when you are out of things, there should be something to do, right? If it keep me engaged and it keep me motivated. When we have a lot of things to learn, we have a team to mentor, we have people to get connect with. That keep me occupied. I think it's very important, especially when you grow up. When you grow older, it's very important that you need to have that kind of a feeling. Okay, you are meant for somebody. I'm waking up today not only just for my family, for other people too. Like, I have to stand up as a leader, I have to stand up as a mentor, I have to grow myself. And that actually keeping me pushing, rather than just making money. Like, of course, money is a blessing in this business. And I never thought ever in my life that I could be this successful, and I could be, like, by God's grace. I only, I gave all the glory to God. I'm always so passionate about what I'm talking about. So, over the top of that, I would say, like, you could make money in a lot of ways. You have so many ways to make money in today's world, right? And if that money is not keeping you motivated, if that money is not giving you happiness, if that money doesn't have any meaning, don't do it. Don't go for it, because you have so many other, other way to make money. So this business actually giving me a lot of meaning. Exactly. If you're asking me, like, a lot of motivation for self growth, and also to help others, which is a personality I am. So that actually, it correlates so much to my core self. It's actually keeping me motivated. And of course, the time freedom and the financial freedom that's coming with us. And for us to, like, we have a lot to accomplish, we have a lot to go, we have a goal set, we have, you know this connect us a lot, in terms of family. We are a hardworking couple, to be honest with you. And so yeah, this gives a lot of pleasure, joy, motivation. This keep me going even if I am busy. Yeah.
We are always especially I'm always so amazed about the discipline that you have shown in your business. Like this is something that has really motivated us. Just because you enter into your business doesn't mean you become somebody else just like that, so it's always a great pleasure to have you guys as our mentor and a coach to look up, and to get motivated from because just like you have mentioned, Sharanjeshi, unless you don't enjoy what you're doing, unless you don't mold it to something that you're proud about, that you feel good about, you feel that love towards you, don't do it. Yes, so I totally get you. So going to Rishad Yatan, I recently was talking to Rishad Yatan, who is also my coach, uh, and he mentioned towards finishing off the session, he mentioned, "So Mega, look after your business just like you look after your baby." So at first in my mind, I was like, "Oh my God, this Chetan is so much into this, deep into this." But then I understood, like, how the importance of how disciplined, how much you have to prepare yourself before being an entrepreneur. It's just like, you oil yourself before you start up, you kickstart your machines. So what are the preparations that you had? What were the mindset you had before being this taking this big challenge of being an entrepreneur?
It's a very good question. I don't know I will if I'm going to blabber about this, but I'm so excited to answer this question because I always think that entrepreneurship is not a destination, but it's a journey. Okay, so you probably when you start your journey, say probably when we start about 2 years back, we might have a goal. So we want to reach some point. Okay, say for example, if you want to reach some point, and you're in a point A, and from point A to point E, there may be a lot of cross. I would say that there may be a lot of cross points in your life, and for you to reach your ultimate idol, or that person that you idolize. Say for example, you're idolizing somebody in the business, you may be seeing that person because of the results they are producing. But you are yourself. Rishad is Rishad. If I want to the success of that person, there may be a lot of cross points that they have when they went through, which I have to go through. People always concentrate about the results, but they forget about the process. So
Exactly.
it's in your life. I always think that God is fair. God is very fair. So it all depends upon how much you worked on to kind of stack up your skill set. Say for example, for me to get from cross point A to cross point D, I have to cross certain limits and skill sets, which it's basically we have to build that up. Okay, how you build it up, that, and then you plan, okay, for me to reach that person that I want in the business, they have these many skills, so I have to build those skills to get there. And I have those deficiencies in my knowledge. And Mega was saying that business is all about accountancy, and then those things you used to think businesses were people who are good at maths, but people are good at accountancy, people who are good at self-discipline. So nobody is born with a knowledge of maths. Nobody is born with a knowledge of self-discipline. Nobody in the digital world came up with the knowledge of running campaigns. Okay, they toiled for the hours. They went to, at the spare time when they were not binging on Netflix and Prime. They were having the hard time learning about the campaigns. They were listening to Ben Heath. They were going for the mastermind. So for me to reach that point, I tend to know that I have to fill that gap. Okay, there is a gap between me and my ideal self, my future self. So there is a gap that I have to fill. How you fill it? You have to fill for you to become that person, you have to fill that skill set. It's just like you studied nursing. When 4 years back, when you studied nursing, you might have seen a nurse doing cannula. It might have scared you. Okay, it might have scared you. Come on, you're inserting a needle to a vein. What if that happens? So you study all these things, and you remember the first day you inserted the cannula. You might have scared scared a lot. Started doing it, it's nothing. It's just a practice. So for you to become a nurse of that level, you have to study those skill sets. So for me, yeah, I the most important thing being an entrepreneur is it's not about the destination. It's about the journey that you take. It's about the skill set that you have to learn and how you learn these skills. And you're saying about the time management. I always say that there is no time management. It's only self management, because you have you don't have you have everybody have 24 hours, 8 hours you sleep, then that leaves behind 16 hours. How you prioritize your 16 hours on that particular day, so that you want to reach the person you want to. So I always apply the Pareto principle. What are the 20 percentage of things that give you 80 percentage of the results? Okay, so is your priority watching that Breaking Bad? Is your is your priority watching that Narcos, or is your priority looking or listening to Alex Hermosi or somebody else, or the mastermind, so that you get the knowledge, you get the thinking process, and go through it. So yeah, why I said it's just your business is like a baby. Yes, it is like a baby, because you have to nurture it, you have to feed it. You
Okay.
just feed it, you just invest time on it, and it grows. It's just like your business is just like a Chinese bamboo tree. You water it, you water it, water it, and it reaches a level, it establishes a base, it comes up. The results always comes with the process.
Thank you. Thank you. Words of wisdom, I should say. Uh, I would like to relate. Sometimes I like to relate this business to like traffic lights. Like we all are always programmed to see the green lights. Like nobody wants red lights or yellow lights. But see, what if there are only green lights? You know, there are chances of major accidents, uh, turnings. So sometimes when we need to have struggles, you know, sometimes it's like hiring a hard personal trainer. You know, sometimes you have to push your boundaries to reach there. So sometimes you really need those red lights in light, and also you need that yellow lights where you're patient, you watch people around, you learn from the masterminds, you learn from the other entrepreneurs in the community. So I just, it just came to my mind, you know, business journey is more like going through the traffic lights. So going to Ritu, let me ask you, what, how do you analyze the statement, is business all about money, and what are the new experiences and skills that you have developed as being an entrepreneur?
So just like how Rishad Chetan says and always says, the journey from being an employee to an entrepreneur is a journey where you have to develop yourself from version whatever to the next level. And that is not like you just go from one level directly to the ultimate level. There's nothing like that. There are small steps, there are major steps that we take. And all these steps that we take is growth mindset. We develop a growth in our mindset, in our skill set, in our attitude, in the way we understand about the business, the way we speak about the business, the way we get out of our comfort zone to be able to reach that entrepreneurial mindset. You know, so business is not only about money, but to reach that position where we get financial freedom, we need to go through this growth. Growth is inevitable. Without the growth, I don't think you can get the money, and even if we do, I don't think it would be sustained for long. It's not something that, you know, can be maintained. Probably you get financial benefits and then suddenly it's going to stop, or you're going to not be motivated. Because like how, I don't know who said this, but somebody said, you may die, your wealth may die, but your education, your self education will never die. That's
Correct.
something that nobody can steal from you. Like even if I would say I don't want to, I can't, because it's like how somebody learns driving, right? Even if you don't drive for a couple of months, again when you're asked to drive, you will drive. It somehow becomes inherent. So you need to make your skill sets. So what do you say? You need to be like how Oprah Winfrey once said, make yourself so skilled in what you're doing that you are so convinced that that is you.
Wow.
You know, that entrepreneur is you. You become that person. You become a totally different person. So in order to reach that financial freedom, in order to reach that, oh, I am, you know, successful as an entrepreneur, we need to be successful in having the understanding about the business and grow to be an entrepreneur. What skills I've learned, I guess, in this business, it's every single thing needs to be appreciated, and that's when you appreciate the success that you are. You know, I might have not become a millionaire yet. I've not become somebody who's like going to be interviewed by magazines, but I know that I've undergone change, right? If you ask me about social media platforms, I understand better about the algorithm. How do they work? The analytics. If somebody talks to me about employee mindset to entrepreneurial mindset, what does that mean? Yeah, what does all that mean? And why should I stay motivated? The importance of maintaining a positive mindset, the importance of listening to people speak like Gary Vaynerchuk, or listening to, podcasts, the importance of reading, the importance of time management, like how Risha Chetan said, you manage time because you start understanding that that's what's important to you, that means a lot to you. You start including your family into the business because you understand that this business is something that you get to do what you love, including people whom you love. Like how Sharon Jeji said, if you don't love what you're doing, you'll get out of it. It's like how
Exactly.
people say people fall in love, get married, and then slowly lose the love because they don't practice every day that all those lovely things they used to do before they got married. So just like that, when you start a business, you start with that love, it's like, oh yes, I want to do it. And then slowly it dies down, right? So you got to practice it. So keep that love going, right? Towards your business and to your mentees, to your business associates, and that keeps you motivated. Like I know for a fact that every time I've thought, oh, what have I done? What am I doing? That happens to everybody, right? Even if you're working, even if you're just looking at your child and you feel, oh, have I failed my son? He's not well. Is it because of me? But then slowly, somewhere in one part of your brain, if you start exercising positive mindset, you start thinking, but I've achieved those skills, but I've done those things, right? So I have small victories, and that gets you to love yourself again, right? That gets you to love yourself again, that gets you to love what you're doing all over again. And that's how every entrepreneur goes toward being a successful entrepreneur. Now,
Exactly.
money is just a portion of it. If the rest is not there, money is not going to be there. Back to you, Megha.
I think I've I
Now,
think I've got like very very accurate answers to this. This actually can be like a very debatable topic. People have different opinions about it, and I of course I respect everyone's. People who believe money is all about business is all about money, I respect that. And people who believe the other aspects of business, like progressing yourself, your self growth, learning your skill set, changing your mindset, time management, and always having a positive hope towards your journey. So there is above money, there is a lots of things that you learn from this business. And above all this, you develop your communication skills. You get into you some like nowadays with a lot of social media, and people like to restrict themselves towards their home and just watching, just checking, I should say stalking on what other people are doing in their life, rather than just like Rishad Yadin told, like prioritizing yourself to be more productive, like talking to people for something, for a good purpose. So I would say that was such a really great talk. And does anyone has anything to add up before I wind up?
yeah, I just want to, some simple thought came up in the mind. Before I start this business, actually, I had a very bad feeling about social media. Like, I thought like social media is evil. This is something that good people should not do, or, that kind of situation, or just limit yourself in the social media and things like that. Then after I come into this business, actually, I'm wondering, like, if I did not use the social media, like, what a big miss in our life. Oh my God, I did not understand the power of social media before I start this business. And also the skills that I have learned from this business actually helping me a lot in every aspect of my life. When I go for a new job, go for a work, meet a person, your colleagues in your workplace, your attitude that you are going to carry. Your patient is asking, you might be so tired. Your patient is asking, can you please make his food hot? I could ask like, oh, it is already hot, or else you can say, of course I can do that for you. That's a spirit, you know. That's all I go, like, that's the way that you are actually taking everything in your life. That is all actually above money. Money cannot give you any of these kind of things. And yeah, this is the thing that is motivating us in our thing. That's my thought. And do you have anything to add? You
lot
have a lot to
lot
add,
of
I know.
things to add, but I know that time is very limited. So I'll just add one thing. When Sharon was saying that, I always say to my kids as well, the way you do one thing in your life will be the way you do the other things in your life as well. There is nothing like you do business in one way, your personal life in one way, you're consistent in your workouts, you're inconsistent in your business. No, it doesn't happen that way because your subconscious mind is always tuned about the consistency part. And from all this, we can summarize that entrepreneurial journey is not about the destination, but you grow. Your success in this business is all about you grow, whether it's you increasing your social media skills and things like that, whether you're talking in front of the camera, your soft skills are always growing. Other than that, one thing you will notice is that you obviously entrepreneurial journey involves prioritization, planning things. And we came into the business because for our family, and your family involves your kids. And Mega is a newbie into this, so you have a 6 month old. So how do the kids get lessons? That's from the society. It's not from the society. It's first from your home. It's from your parents. They will observe what you're doing. They observe what you're prioritizing for. They observe what is your priority. Is your priority televisions, Breaking Bad, or is your priority planning things? So they observe things like a sponge. So when you ask, is business all about money? Not at all. Money is just like, it's now it's coming to the digital currency. It does have a value of notes and things like that, but there are certain aspects in your life that money can bring, but business is not all about money. Business is all about the personal growth you are having. Business is all about the paradigm shift. As Sharon was saying, that when she goes to hospital, even if somebody says very worst thing to you could always think that maybe they are not reacting to us, they are reacting to their personal situations. How you get into that maturity than being reactive? You are reflective. You're getting to that self-actualization, self-awareness mode, because in business, it's not about you buying and getting things. It's all about delaying your gratification. So you delay the gratification in business. You got that experience, you're applying in your life, and you're showing it to your kids. Kids are observing that. That is the big thing, because our kids, our girl is going, she's 16, she's going into bigger education, means the prime of education. The little one as well, I'm so happy in couple of things. Why? My kids go and do a list. They plan things. And how? Plan things. We started planning things, and we have a do list, we have calendars, and we have things after coming into this business. Because as I said, we have a good team, and we have to do these all things in between this working. So you're prioritizing your time, and you're setting an example for your kids. So is business all about money? No. Business is all about your personal growth, you setting an example, and you setting a right example for your kids. Yesterday I was listening to an average person reads maybe one or two books in an year. A CEO reads 60 books. Warren Buffett reads one book per week. Okay, more than that. And the things that he reads is the things that we hate to read. When you get when you go into the bank, they go into the tiny miniature scripts, and budgets and things. That is what he reads, and that is why he is Warren Buffett and we are we. So you get all these knowledge. How? So you are willing to a lot of things that you will learn, and you will practice, and your kids are absorbing it as a sponge. Okay. So business is not about money. Business is all about progress. It's all about your self actualization, your growth, and things. Thank you. I would say, Mega, that is a very good topic, and
Wonderful
it's a
session.
wonderful
Thank
session. A lot of insights into this.
I'm actually really privileged to have you guys today. I know it's a weekend and we all have our plans, and it's another long weekend coming. So thank you for your valuable time. And I would like to wind up this session with the thought that the foundation of the business is not just money. It is you. It is believing in you. You're starting up within you, and just like Drushadirni has mentioned, the trajectory of your business is just like the trajectory of your life. It should go parallel to each other, so you learn, you just by getting into a business, it's not about getting rich just in a blink of an eye, or just being somebody else, on a dawn. It's about transforming yourself, molding yourself to a person whom you love, and who is going and you are definitely going to be rewarded towards it. So thank you so much, Rishadiyat and Sharon Jechi and Ritu. And I wish, and thank you everyone for watching, Dr. Susi, Ashna, Amol, Jerin, everyone for watching this live session. I wish you all guys a happy weekend, and thank you. Take care. Bye.